Hey, Angela Langlotz, business and trademark law attorney here. Today I'd like to talk about something called the Supplemental Register. Now, maybe some of you aren't aware, but when you apply to register a trademark application, there are actually two registries that you can choose from. The one that most people know about is called the Principal Register. That's appropriate for most trademark applications. However, there's also another register. It's kind of like a trademark sandbox where trademarks that are not quite distinctive, maybe they are merely descriptive or merely lauditory, they're not very distinctive, but we want to get them registered eventually. So we send marks like that to a register called the Supplemental Register. Now, I talked a little bit earlier about marks that don't make good words that don't make good trademarks because they're not very distinctive, right? These are words that are merely descriptive of the goods and services and marks that are merely laudatory, meaning or merely geographically descriptive. Those kinds of marks that have a very descriptive element to them don't make good trademarks because they're not very good at distinguishing your goods from anybody else's goods. So the trademark office says, well, okay, you can register this mark, but it has to be on the supplemental register for 5 years. And during that 5-year period, you have a trademark registration, but you don't have all the rights that a registrant would have on the principal register. For example, you don't have the right to sue someone for trademark infringement. You have essentially, by sending it to the supplemental register, you have essentially admitted that your mark isn't very distinctive. But over use throughout years, it may acquire distinctiveness. And for the most part, the trademark office after the 5-year period will allow your transfer of the mark to the supplemental register. Now, what this means is you kind of have to apply twice. So you apply once and you get a rejection from the examiner that says, you can't register this on the principal register because it's very descriptive. So, but if you want, you can register it on the supplemental register. So it goes to the supplemental register for 5 years. And then at the end of the 5-year period, you can apply to have it moved to the principal register, right? But you kind of got to pay again. So it's kind of annoying, but it's a way to get a descriptive mark that you probably wouldn't otherwise be able to register onto the principal register if you use it diligently for 5 years. So that's the difference between the principal register and the supplemental register. If you want to know more, you can message me and ask me some questions. You can find me online at TrademarkDoctor.net. And if you have questions or comments, I will respond to those on a future live.